Welcome to Fire Shot.
Alright. I saw your comments, friend. I initially avoided this video story for a while because I don't have as much knowledge about Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't had as much time to get into it. I've only watched about half of the first season, which actually feels like a travesty. But with how popular the manga is currently, I've been considering finding a place to jump back in. And so I started looking up some of the powers, hoping to explain to me why everyone thinks that Gojo can beat Goku. But honestly, I don't want to get into that debate because, as I said, my experience with Jujutsu Kaisen is very little. But I mean, how hard can it be to port over a simple power like Six Eyes and Limitless? Uh-oh. Maybe I should have just done the what if Jotaro Kujo was a Konoha shinobi instead. Welcome to the Amagi. Before we begin, we publish a new video every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. The Amagi's reach stretches beyond just this channel, so if you're a fan of us, please consider subscribing to our other channels and following us on all of our social media. Help us reach our goal of passing 100,000 followers on all of our accounts by the end of the year. Everyone's story starts relatively the same way. There are different variations to this story, but most scholars agree that every real-world story generally starts with a person being born. And that is no different in Naruto. It was a cold and crisp fall night, October 10th. The fourth Hokage and his wife, Kushina Uzumaki, were prepared in a secret location to give birth to their first child, Naruto. Unbeknownst to them, this would be their only child, and sadly, they would not live to see him grow up. For years, their own child would not even know who they were. This was the fate that destiny had written for them. The babe was born, and the moment its eyes opened, all in the room gasped to see how clear and blue these eyes were. It was as if an angel had stepped out of heaven and entered the body of this tiny child. They were mesmerized, which only made the babe's tears all the more heart-wrenching. Bringing the baby to its mother, they lay it upon her chest for her to hold. Minato, ever jealous, slowly made his way toward her, but this was when tragedy struck. A ghost from the past appeared and took the child up in his arms, ready to kill it unless he got what he wanted. And this led to a scuffle in which Kushina was taken. Naruto was taken by Minato, who would bring him to a small cottage outside the village proper. There, Naruto would be laid down. The stress from the process of birth had drained the poor babe of energy and left it asleep. He did not know of the horrible events transpiring outside of his home. In the village, many people were dying. Minato had to stop this. A moment after, the bed would shift as another body was laid in it. This was Kushina. Minato had rescued her, but she wasn't in good shape. Naruto hardly noticed this, however, as he was still sleeping the sleep of the innocent, blissfully unaware of the cataclysm taking place just beyond the mountains, or the position his parents were in. "Naruto," Kushina said as she snuggled closer to him. Naruto, even as a babe, still possessed the thinking power required to notice things. Inborn intelligence, something all people had but couldn't remember. Wordless thoughts, ideas that could not be expressed or understood by any but himself. But if one could translate what he thought at this moment, it would be akin to, "She's cold. I'm cold. Why is she sad?" The truth of the matter was that Kushina was dying, and she knew she was dying. She knew she would not get to see Naruto grow up, and she knew that those she loved in the village were suffering because of her self-identified failure. She failed as a wife, as a mother, and as a Jinchuriki. Kushina's heart was in anguish, blaming herself for forcing Minato to choose, blaming herself for leaving her child behind at the cusp of life, and blaming herself for not somehow stopping the Ninetales from being removed and causing havoc. This emotional turmoil had her both wishing she could die and wishing she could live at the same moment. To live for those she loved, to die for her shame. All she could do was cuddle the tiny body that once had been a part of her. Offer it what little comfort she had been denied. It was quiet. No, there were sounds in the distance. Drums? Explosions. The cacophony of war, the smell of smoke, blood, and sweat. That smell only grew more intense as a charge was felt in the air, as if lightning was about to strike. And suddenly it did, an explosion that blew the house away. Minato, making a hard choice, had teleported the tailed beast back to their home. The house was destroyed, everything blown apart. Kushina, in a moment of motherly instinct, wrapped her body around Naruto to cushion him as they flew through the air. She landed on her back and rolled along the ground. The first thing she thought to check was if Naruto was okay, which of course he was. But Kushina, on the other hand, felt as if at least 2 of her ribs were broken, others were bruised.
Welcome to Fire Shot, I am Mr. Fire. The video is about a hypothetical scenario where Naruto Uzumaki, the main character of the anime series Naruto, possesses the Six Eyes ability from the anime series Jujutsu Kaisen. The video explores how this ability would manifest in the Naruto universe, and how it would impact the story. The video starts with the narrator discussing their limited knowledge of Jujutsu Kaisen and their desire to understand the hype surrounding Gojo Satoru's Six Eyes ability. They then transition to the hypothetical scenario of Naruto possessing this ability. The narrator delves into the details of Naruto's birth and the tragic events that unfolded, leading to the death of his parents. They highlight the unique circumstances surrounding Naruto's birth, and the potential significance of his blue eyes. The video then explores the concept of Naruto possessing the Six Eyes ability, explaining how it would enhance his perception and understanding of the world. The narrator discusses the potential applications of this ability in combat and problem solving. The video concludes with a discussion of the potential impact of Naruto's Six Eyes ability on the overall story of Naruto. The narrator speculates on how this ability could change the course of events and the dynamics between characters. Overall, the video provides an interesting and thought-provoking exploration of a hypothetical scenario. The narrator's enthusiasm for the topic is evident, and they provide a detailed analysis of the potential implications of Naruto possessing the Six Eyes ability. However, the video could have benefited from a more in-depth discussion of the specific techniques and abilities that Naruto could acquire with this power. Additionally, the video could have explored the potential drawbacks and limitations of the Six Eyes ability in the Naruto universe. Hi guys, I am Ember. Please subscribe, Fire Shot, and like our video. And this video is created by Amagi. Creates amazing what-if scenarios about Naruto. Please support Amagi's channel, link in description, and watch the full video, link also in description.